Hello and welcome back to Three Houses, Silver Snow, Ashen Wolves. We are on Chapter 20, the second to last chapter of the route, and we are in Shambhala, capital of dubstep. This is another defeat boss chapter. And I think the easiest way to talk about it is actually with the mini-map, just because you can't really see, what's going on, because there's a room here with the boss in it, but it's closed. But once you open the door, you can get to Thales, who is on this square. There's kind of a throne area around him, so it's kind of like a U shape, like this, and the throne is here, so you can't, and it's all stuff that you can't fly across. All the gray tiles on this map are tiles you can't fly across, which is pretty annoying. Actually, not being able to fly across the outer walls and such, but that includes these tiles in the throne room. And then, so like I said, Thales is here, and then there's two more enemies here and here, as well as enemies here and here. So this is, that's kind of a big deal, because, if in terms of, a quick clear, what we'd like to be able to do is to, open, all on the same turn, especially because Thales has a huge AoE attack that he does when you open the door. But even if that weren't the case, what we'd like to do is all in the same turn, open the door, fly in here, attack Thales and kill him and the map. But the problem with that is that because there's these extra enemies in the way, and because he has a lot of res, and siege domes aren't really going to do too much damage to him, and because he has a lot of HP, and we really want to be able to use a brave weapon like the Thunderbrand, with Byleth to be able to attack him, the Sword of the Creator might kill him, but we'd probably be relying on a crit, which I don't remember exactly how likely that is to land, because I don't remember how much. He has 35 luck apparently, so it's pretty substantial amount. 42 res, 32 defense, so definitely better to hit on his defense. Anyway, the point is that there may be a way to do a probably not a one-turn clear. I can't really imagine you could do a one-turn clear because of how scattered the units are. You can see they're all kind of scattered into the corners of the map. A two-turn clear, I can imagine that there's maybe a setup that would let you do it, but I couldn't really work out a way to get even particularly close with my units. I was actually looking at making, I certified Happy as a Grummery so that she could warp twice, but it still wasn't going to get the job done. So instead, we are going to take this chapter at a more sedate pace. I think it's going to be a nice opportunity to use, actually use some of the units that, which is pretty much everybody but Byleth and to a lesser extent Constance, that we haven't been using too much in recent chapters, because we get these defeat boss objectives that we can clear it in a turn or two. And I kind of want to actually use my units, so I think this is a good opportunity to do that. Speaking of which, in terms of who is coming, it's pretty much the usual suspects. I was looking at bringing Cyril, but the fact that he's still only tier 2 and that he doesn't have access to a battalion means that his attack value is just not really getting it done, considering that he isn't going to double anything. So I do have the experience gem on him, so he can get to tier 3 during this map while being an adjutant. Maybe we can deploy him for the final chapter. I don't know. We'll see. If not, whatever. But in any case, other than that, it's the Byleth and the Wolves and Linhart and Sudeth and Flane and Catherine and Shamir and Hanneman. The setup I've got here is in the upper right. We've got our 2 snipers plus Constance. In the upper left, we've got Sudeth and Hanneman. This is the most sort of out of the way spot, because I'm not going to come down through here. So they're going to go off to the right. Hanneman isn't really going to do anything for most of the chapter, but he does have meteors, so he can like chip in with that, and he'll eventually get into position to do some stuff. Down here we've got Flane, Balthus, and Catherine. They're going to be kind of doing their own little thing. Although that does remind me, I should probably put like in concoction, elixir. Let's go with elixir and a door key on Blaine, because they're gonna have to kind of be self-sufficient, and they might end up wanting to open this door at some point, depending on how things shake out. Let's save that actually. And then in the lower right is Byleth, Linhart, and Happy. So originally what I wanted to do, just to kind of give an idea, is like, you know, Gremory Happy comes over here, it comes down here with Byleth, and, you know, like probably Constance is around for like Siege Home and Rescue stuff, Linhart, and I don't know who else exactly, but the idea was going to be we would come down to this spot and like warp people in here. But yeah, like I was saying, the problem, actually I didn't even mention one of the other problems with like getting everybody in here and clearing through this quickly, which is that you've got this guy standing here. So this is more terrain that you can't fly across, so to even get to the door and open it, you have to kill this guy. And you know, of course we can't double him with bolting, which means we've got to get somebody down there that's actually going to kill him. And so like on one turn potentially you could like kill the guy and open the door, but you couldn't, like, you know, with if you warp like one unit across and then warp a dancer and then dance them, but then the dancer's just going to die, right? Because there's like enemies, and so it gets pretty complicated. And the Opera Company volunteers, unfortunately, are like pretty hard to use because they're a B rank battalion, so we didn't have too many options there either. So it all gets pretty complex trying to do that. So like I said, instead we're going to kind of come up the sides. But oh right, and before I forget, do want to use some stat boosters before I start. Yuri's going to use a single speed carrot so that he can double a sniper on enemy phase, and then Constance is going to use 2 speed wings so that she can double some of the... There's some enemies in this chapter that have around 35 AS, and the 2 speed wings get her to 40 AS with the speed ring equipped. So that's gonna give her the ability to double those enemies, and that's really nice. And also, I mean, as far as investing in somebody's speed, I think she's pretty much the best candidate after Byleth, who probably already has enough speed. I mean, Byleth can't quite double these Sword Masters on enemy phase right now. I guess I could actually give Byleth a speed carrot right now to make sure that she can... except that, of course, like, they have quick riposte anyway, and then she's not going to be able to double them on an enemy phase regardless, so it kind of doesn't matter. It matters for her not getting doubled by them on enemy phase, but their hit rate against her with a lance is low enough that I don't really care that much anyway. And I kind of want to, like, I really don't know what I'm going to be dealing with next chapter, and I've heard it's crazy hard, so I'm kind of stocking up my stat boosters for that, for, you know, whenever I don't have an otherwise obvious need. Maybe that will all have turned out to have been a waste, and I'll just made things harder on myself by not just using them aggressively, but we'll see. Anyway, I think it is time to press the dubstep button.
For thousands. Now is the time.
Okay, so our first order of business is to clear out the enemies over here and to prepare ourselves to deal with this bow knight. Fortunately, there's only one of them, because obviously, like, having a unit with that much range and a bow with all of the flyers that we have is problematic. Fortunately, they don't quite one-shot Byleth, despite her low defense, because she just has a ton of HP. it also like has a really low hit rate, like from shooting far away, which also helps.
Why not?
But Byleth doesn't quite one round these heroes, so we're gonna start out by having Happy attack this one to ensure that Byleth can pick up the kill. And then Byleth is gonna be March Ring equipped and go for Killer Lance crit just to potentially prevent a counterattack. Got it. And March Ring means she can get an extra square back, which means we can move an extra square up with Linhart. And then Byleth is going to try to crit this guy. Got him.
I've got...
He's going to come all the way up to here and try to enemy phase. Hopefully crit this guy as well. And as you can see, only a 3% chance to hit Byleth here from this Bow Knight because they have to attack at 3 range, and Byleth already has a ton of avoid to begin with. 80 avoid, 123 to hit, but I think it's I thought it was a minus 30 penalty, which should mean it was 93 to hit, which would be 13. But I don't know. Maybe there's some other factor that I'm not considering. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, next up, we want to...
I'm in.
actually have Constance draw back on Yuri, and then go here, and Yuri is going to try to kill this guy. These two do both have Miracle, so that can be a problem, but the crits do... okay. My question is, do I want to spend a Divine Pulse charge on this? Like, Yuri doesn't necessarily need to be at full health for a little while. And this guy being down to 1 HP certainly would be expected to die on enemy phase, although we do need Shamir to tank this guy, and if he goes after Shamir and this guy goes after Shamir, then Shamir would die. So we probably do want to rewind that, unfortunately. So let's do that. And then let's make an attack that doesn't... where a crit is not relevant, which is going to be down here. We're going to have... what have you got set up? Yeah, you got the Caduceus stuff, which you need to be able to reach. 1, 3, 5. I want to see... So what we want to be able to do with Catherine, ideally, is not take a counterattack. So Tempest Lance does... Tempest Lance, Silver Lance does 40. I think Flame doesn't even do 18 damage with Excalibur, though. So then we've got Brave Lance. Oh, yeah, we don't need much damage for the Brave Lance to finish. So I want to save my Excalibur uses because they're really useful against the Swordmasters. So let's just use Wind here, I guess. Okay, and now let's try this again. There we go.
Let's clean up.
Shamir. Got him. Cool. Okay. Back down here, we've got Catherine. I'm gonna do this. I think the Brave Sword, yeah, it doesn't 2-hit KO, so we go with Brave Lance. Pop. We want to send back the door key because we want the chest key. So there are 2 chests here. There's the Bow of Zoltan here, and the Sword of Zoltan is up in the middle here. Neither of these are super important for us to pick up, but might as well if we get the opportunity, which we should. And then we're gonna come over here and equip. So I got the Fetters of Dromi on Balthus so that he can reach here. And also because him being able to Canto is relevant coming up. But, yeah, we're gonna go Hexlock Shield since we're gonna get attacked by that Dark Knight coming in from below. And do this. And that's a guaranteed kill. And then over here, probably should have done this attack earlier, actually, because Seth by no means guaranteed to get this kill. 65 to hit. But he did. And then Hannon is just going to start making his way over. So Shamir actually only survives that attack because of her personal skill activating. So that's fun.
I'll grow as strong
Strength,
as I can.
okay. I like strength.
Growing.
Kill him. Yes. Alright, I want to see all the things. That is not anything like all the things. That is the opposite of all the things. That's like none of the things. I guess we might as well keep this door key in the inventory because we're going to end up using it anyway. So let's send this Silver Lance back for now.
Watch and learn.
Ouch. Okay, so now, we want to do, start with, so we're gonna run, Linhardt up to here. I wonder, I guess we probably want to keep the March Ring on Byleth for now.
Why not?
So we're gonna warp Byleth across the wall here. And stop there. And then Linhardt is going to dance
Thanks.
for Happy. And then Happy is going to, I think we're going to equip this. Is it going to matter? Is there any way that it matters? What I'm trying to think about is, so we're going to have Byleth kill the Bow Knight and then Canto back to this spot, which is technically not across the wall, which means that we don't trigger the reinforcement events, which I guess I should mention what that is. I mean, so one of the events is that the Viscum towers activate. They're not dangerous, really. 1 to 9 range is a lot of range, but 25 magic is just not that strong. And so, like, we're not really threatened by that. We don't really care. It can do 13 damage to Seth. That's like the most dangerous thing that it can do, but it's still not that bad. But the more dangerous thing is that the big mech enemies will start spawning in here a couple turns after we trigger that. So we want to delay that as much as possible without like compromising what we're doing otherwise. And we don't really have, like, there's not much downside to putting Byleth in a position where they actually don't start coming in yet. So that's what we're looking to do, is Canto back to here, which means we need the door open. And what I'm wondering about is whether it would be worth Happy not being immediately behind Byleth, or whether that matters in any way. I think it does not matter. And having her escort forward might be useful for other reasons. So let's just put her right there. And then, all right, now we want the evasion ring equipped. We don't need the extra movement right now. Get that kill. Come back here. And now both of these enemies can reach, but only... like, Byleth is not going to one round without a crit, so only one of them should actually attack. There is like a world where she dies here, but it requires both enemies to hit at fairly low hit rates. Although, why do you have the March Ring equipped? I equipped... God! Okay, I do not want that.
What's my strategy?
It's that there's that bug where it like switches what you're... It's just so annoying. Why didn't they fix that? It's waste a divine pulse charge because of that bug. Okay, so now 48 to hit, 13 to hit. Yeah, so they both have to hit, and Byleth would have to crit whichever one attacks first, which is probably going to be this one. Anyway, so now let's look at up here. We want to
I'm in.
we want to curve shot the back part. I think I actually want to get a little bit of extra damage in by using the silver bow. Is it killer bow? Killer bow does have a chance to crit, but I think silver bow actually still has more expected damage, probably by a little bit. Because getting a little bit of extra damage now has the potential to make finishing off this stage of the Titanus like easier next turn, depending on how things go exactly. The Titanus can like activate like Aegis or Pavice or whatever, so it's complicated. There you just did. But yeah, this is going to set up Constance to be able to
Sally forth.
break the barrier.
I've come.
Boom. Okay, and we're over here. Alright, so he's at 55 HP. So unfortunately he activated Aegis on her Gambit, which means we are not going to be able to do what I was hoping to do, which is Yuri does like 44 damage with a Brave Bow with no combat art. That's kind of what I was angling for, but instead we're probably going to have to fish for a crit with Shamir or something. Anyway, whatever. Seth is going to make his way over. And Hanneman as well. Alright, this is the only area we've got left. Okay, so we're gonna have Catherine go this way. Fortunately, that's gonna be out of range of the Dark Knight. Let's see. So this is a 3-hit KO. This is also a 3-hit KO. And then we've got this as a 2-hit KO at a higher hit rate, which I think is the most likely. 2 out of 2 at 80 versus 3 out of 4 at 70. I'm not exactly sure. It also depends on whether it's 2RN, which I don't actually know, but I think this is more likely. Unfortunately, since she gets hit, she gets her movement sealed, which means she can't open the chest. So for next turn, we're going to plan to rescue her back across after we open the chest. So we're going to have Flane
Onward.
equip Healing Staff, heal Balthus.
Timing.
Up to here, and Balthus is going to go over here. So we don't really want this guy. We can't lure this guy up the stairs. Like, I mean, I guess what I could try. I haven't actually tried this before, but now I'm wondering. So, unfortunately, So I did make Balthus a War Master, which doesn't mean he doesn't have Fierce Iron Fist, and that means that he's not going to be able to one-round this guy by himself. He's got 34 res, so like Flame is not doing too much damage to him. I mean, she's got what's it? Fiendish Blow, so it's 8 damage, not 2 with Wind, but still. Another 9, it's like 17. Balthus were to equip his Mushti. Have 56. 6 is 62 attack. He'd be doing 28 times 2, which is 56. So he'd only need Flame to do 8 damage. I guess that is doable. Okay. Okay. And then maybe we don't rescue Catherine, we just fly her across, and then the next turn we bait out these guys, which we wouldn't be baiting them out this turn anyway. So, because if you look at this, they are like not quite in range. Although if this guy can Canto away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's his movement. Yeah, we could still get down and back up. I think that's worth a shot. Alright, so let's go Iron Gauntlets, X-Lock Shield for extra res. Let me... So you're doing 20 times 2. Yeah, you're not going to kill. 27 crit against 18 luck plus 10 crit avoid. You're not going to crit. Okay. That works. And we're gonna get actually the +6 from his personal skill activated. Oh, we did get the crit. Let's go. Good job, Byleth.
Watch and learn.
Don't mind that at all. Don't mind that at all. Oh. Not expecting you to go up there. Huh. Well, know if that matters or not. Okay, let's start with this. So, if we... Actually, we just kill him. Nice. Okay. So, now, if we heal Balthus... We heal Hollows almost to full. So he definitely will survive against the sniper as well. Great. I want him to have Fetters equipped so that he can Canto back to like the maximum range. And then we'll trade him the Saro shield. And Flame's personal skill will also reduce the damage he takes. I don't really care about having his personal activated in general. Like, I think it's better to just make sure he's at health. Let's see. I'm gonna trade. Looks like he got what he wanted, or what I wanted him to have. Yep. Okay. Heal.
Thanks, pal.
And proc the Crest of Cephaline even. So. Yeah, he's not going to kill him. He is going to actually probably knock him back into range of his personal if he hits twice. If he doesn't hit twice, Poison Strike does what, like 20%? Doesn't probably matter, I'm just curious. So it does 21 damage, which knocks him down to 32, and then 20% is 10, which is 22. Yeah, it should reactivate so long as he gets hit once. Anyway,
Can't give up yet.
the chest. Zoltan. One downside to this is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Catherine is not in range to really do anything this coming turn. It doesn't necessarily matter. Like we can just have Balthus attack this guy and kill him by himself. And then Kanto back out of the way with the feathers, and then Flame could chip one of these guys, and Catherine can use Healing Focus, which she has equipped. Okay, what do we want to do next? Probably over here would be a good thing. So
Stay vigilant.
if you Monster Blast, you need a crit. You Killer Bow Monster Blast, a crit definitely gets the job done. If we do Hunter's Volley, we need 2 crits, so that's not really what we want. 49, 49, 59. That does seem like the most likely to one-shot. So I think we go for that. Nice. Okay, and now we can have Constance almost take out this stage. I would rather that she did take it out, so we'll just use Sagittae, and then she will. Boom.
What might I?
And then... So this guy's still stuck down here, so he's actually not really an immediate threat. Gonna have Yuri do some damage. That will set Constance up to be able to one-round the remaining thing with Sagittae, I think? Not totally sure, but whatever. And then Seth, just get ready to come down the stairs. Animan, make your way over here. And now we've got this part. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to... Well, this guy might actually come down after Byleth, which would be fine. Oh, this guy ran... Right, this guy ran to the middle for some reason. The way the AI behaves seems to be inconsistent in this chapter. I don't know. Like, I can't... I do mostly the same things, and they end up in pretty different spots, and I don't really know why. Let's see if Appy can kill this guy with 80s. Yes, she can. 37... I don't think anything else she has is going to do it. Yeah, okay. So, probably... we have the option to still not trigger the reinforcements yet. The question is whether we want to take that option or not. I'd like to open the door. So you have 50 speed and you don't have Guarding Blow. So you're not going to double Byleth. Byleth would double you on enemy or on player phase, but not on enemy phase, no matter what equipment I have set up. Well, is that true? Special Dance does give +4 speed, so if I can get back up to 50 speed, at 50, then I actually do double on enemy phase, which is really nice. Which I think I should be able to do. By like pulling out like a Iron Lance Plus or something. So that would be the argument for going in. You've got 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In theory, we could put Byleth here we could use the spear, an asshole, instead of to just like make sure this guy dies. I mean, he'd probably die anyway. He's getting doubled. But we could like aggro all 3 of those enemies. The downside to that is if Byleth does get hit a bunch, she probably dies, because she doesn't have that much defense, as I've already discussed. This guy would be very unlikely to hit her, because he's got a sword. So we'd be looking at like the 54 plus the 56, so call it 255s, 33 times 2 is death. Unless... I don't think this provides defense. Dex, speed, luck. No. It does provide additional avoid. We've already got 88 avoid. So... yeah... more if we... a little bit more if we have the, what's it? Equipped. Iron Lance, and we have the rest of our AS. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. So, Happy... I want you to equip the accuracy ring. Blast this guy.
Kick. I take nothing for
Hey, got magic. That's the important thing. It doesn't really matter where here we put Happy, but going up here means if we want to run her up to towards the top, we can do that. Wait a minute. We haven't actually used our dance. What could we do with that? We could have Happy open the door instead. But it doesn't really matter unless Violet's going to attack something. Because I don't have Alert Stance equipped. Maybe I should, because I don't think I probably could have had that instead of Axe Breaker, because I don't think I'm ever actually using a sword against an axe unit, but I don't know. It doesn't matter too much, I don't think. So yeah, one option is dance for Happy. We dance for Byleth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Byleth is here. Byleth opens the door, comes to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's not enough to get up into range of those other enemies. So it seems kind of non-productive, honestly. The biggest advantage of it is we get to move Linhardt farther, and I don't think that's actually that important. So I think I am going to just move Happy to here. I mean, I guess I could heal... Yeah, that's what I should do. I should dance her Happy and have her heal with Physic. Heal, like, Shamir. Yeah, okay. That's what we're gonna do. So, Byleth. Alright. Want to put away what? I don't want to trade the March Ring, or put the March Ring away. I guess it doesn't really matter which weapon I put away. But I don't want to put away the Creator Sword because I want to have the ability to trade and for support stuff. So I guess I'll put away the Spear. I won't forget that I have it, I think. Alright, got the Evasion Ring equipped. Open the door. Oh, that Paladin or Holy Knight or whatever can reach her too. That might be a little bit much. Let's see. 8% to hit, 25% to hit. Well, okay, we got a 24% to hit. Yeah, it's probably gonna be
I'm
fine.
awake.
Appreciate it.
You don't have the healing staff equipped, do you? You do not.
I'm good now.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna find out whether it's fine or not.
Increase.
Watch and learn.
Well, Balthus sure is in range of his personal skill. Ow! Crap. Oh, we didn't double. Because we didn't dance. I forgot.
Seems
That was a reason to dance for Violet. Whoops. I would have killed. That would have killed.
Watch and learn.
That would have killed. It's all good. It's all good.
There is still room
Ooh,
for
now that's a level. There we go. Strength, speed, defense. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, what? Why are they moving? I've never seen that before. What the heck? I don't want them to move. No. Ah, God, that's... What? Why? Literally never seen these enemies move before. I do not understand. What happened? That is not good. I mean, I guess Flame probably can one-shot the Wyvern, so maybe it's not so bad. Like, this guy will be easy enough to kite if it gets to that point, but... What the heck? Ugh. I really would have rather this guy just stayed where he was. Very much would have preferred that. Okay, well... I guess we'll just have to deal with it. Either that or at some point we'll rewind. We'll see. So one thing that's unfortunate about the way these enemies have arranged themselves is that I'd probably prefer to have Constance kill both of these guys, but that's not going to be super easy to do. I mean, we have to run Linhardt up this way to dance for her if that's what we want to do. Maybe we just have our snipers take out the warrior. That would... That's definitely an option. It's definitely an option. Okay. Let's plan on that. Sagittae is not doing enough damage. Agnia's arrow is... Fimbulvetter is not. Would prefer not to have to use both of my Agnia's arrow charges, but it probably doesn't matter. But I should look at... Okay. Turn off your range and turn on your range. Where we're going to go with Constance. If I had a clear... If this guy wasn't blocking the stairs, I would like... Just attack with, like, fire and then take the kill with Seth, but... Because he is... So... You will get doubled this guy, so you cannot go into range. That's fine. Yuri can... However, dealing damage... can't so much. I did not put Constance in a position to dance for her, but I could have done. Although, she's not really who I want to be dancing for, to be fair. Man, this guy's coming over this way too. Oh. There's too much over here for this team to deal with. This is not how this is supposed to go. Typically, never seen this many enemies like aggro this direction. I think if they, however, I think the enemies in general don't want to go up the stairs. So I think if they just take like a step back and are not in range of the enemies, they will redirect themselves. I think. I mean, this guy might keep coming down because he has no other way to approach anyone, but like I think these two will head off in a different direction. Not positive. I think that's the case.
Still the
Alright, let's have you equip. Actually, wait. Should I finish what I was doing over here first? Well, yes, because I might want to rewind what Constance did so that I can dance for her. Really, there's a lot of damage that I need to do this guy, but... I guess Hunter's Volley is going to get the job done. Okay. He's doing 34, 51 attack, also 51 attack, and then Seth can get the kill if nobody crits. That's fine. So let's Hunter's Volley. And again, we're going to trade you Iron Bow so that you can double that other guy. Did get the kill.
Impressive.
I guess in theory, 30 AS. No, she would still get doubled. Yeah. Okay. And then Seth. I think he was just gonna stop right there. We're gonna rally Yuri's defense.
You helped.
Okay, so I really doubt that Happy can, yeah, do enough damage here. If she... we dance for her, maybe... might be better to have her just heal Byleth, though, instead. And dance for Byleth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially also bait this guy out. I don't know that we really need to, but it's an option. But at this point, I think I'm ready to check out this side. Right, so you have the fetters equipped. You can run down and kill this guy, hopefully, and then you can Canto back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where you need to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is why I want him to have the fetters. Yeah, so let's do that.
My arms can't get much bigger.
Speed and defense, but no strength. Alright, now... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 7... We could go this way, it doesn't really matter. I guess going this way has some advantages in that we can attack across the wall if some enemy puts themselves in that position. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the most likely spot for you to go. But that part, Flame's positioning doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, so yeah, let's... The question is, should I save an Excalibur charge and just attack with wind? Or do I need to assume... First of all, I think I need to have the magic staff equipped to maximize damage. Do I need to assume that I'm going to need to Excalibur the other one? I think I am going to make that assumption. like next turn in order to be able to get enough damage in. So I think I am going to go ahead and use Excalibur here. And then Catherine is going to... It's healing focus.
I'll crush them all.
Animan, you can just keep going. Okay, so now... Alright, Violet doesn't even need to move. Alright, if we get out of Silver Lance and we Tempest Lance with that, that should be a kill. Yeah. Although, wait, no, we should move Byleth to here so that we can more conveniently heal with Happy. Actually, I guess it wasn't gonna matter. Okay, whatever.
Much needed.
There's no reason to move her. No, there is, because we want to attack with Violet. Right. Okay. Well, wait a minute. We do want to lure this guy out, and I'm not sure that we do. But if we do... we maybe don't want to do it with a lance equipped. If we were to attack with a sword... Not too likely to get hit. That guy becomes really unlikely to hit us. I think going with the Creator's Sword is fine. Like, we probably one-shot with the Spirit Asshole, but... Okay, we dodged anyway. It's really unlikely that... that the warrior hits us with a sword equipped. I think I do have Axe Breaker equipped. At the very least, I have Sword Prowess. I think I have Axe Breaker equipped. Down he goes. 0 to level 30. I agree that could have been better.
Pretty good about this.
They are scrambled. Well, the Wyvern redirected away, but the other people are still headed towards Balthus and friends. I'm very confused about all of this. Okay, so we are currently on turn 5. When did we come down? It was this turn that we came down. Turn 3, so turn 3 enemy phase is 1, turn 4 enemy phase is 2, turn 5 enemy phase. I think the reinforcement is going to show up this turn. It's going to show up, the Titanish is going to show up somewhere around here. Not positive. Man, why the heck did these extra enemies come down here? I don't understand. It's so frustrating. Like, what the heck? Is there any way Balthus survives enemy phase against this guy? 45 attack. He goes with Sero Shield. This is with his personal skill taken into account. No, it's not. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So he's actually at 29 protection. So it's like 16 times 4 is 64? No. Ugh. That guy's got frickin' 6 movement. Ugh. I guess we can get in and get out. What I'm more worried about is, like, that we won't be able to deal with him the following turn, because he's got Tome Breaker, so we can't really rely on Flame too much. Does do a lot of damage to him. She's not very likely to hit him. I mean, I guess we can, like, safe scum a bit, so to speak. But another question, Balthus, how likely are you to... Okay, you'd only need to hit once. That helps a lot. We could trade for the accuracy ring. Flame doesn't have an accuracy ring, just kidding. Nah. Okay, oh, you know what the other problem is? You do... Yeah, Flame is gonna do 37, I want to say, to this. Yeah, okay. So, really, Balthus needs to kill this one. And Catherine can kill this one. Okay. That's fine. Let's get this one. Alright, we don't need this. So let's keep the door key around, just in case. Alright, that puts her in range of enemies, so I don't like that. We're here. So yeah, you... do that. And then Balthus. Okay, we need you to equip the fetters. Now there's also a possibility that he can use some combat art. Rushing blow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That does work. And that's the highest accuracy one. Let's go for that.
Just a scratch.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now then... situation over here is... Shamir might be able to kill Mycen right now. I would be interested in that happening. Let's try it. Boom. Let's go. Right. I think we're gonna probably have Happy try to heal Yuri. This guy has Vantage, but is not in Vantage range. We want to give the kill to Seteth or to Yuri. Maybe what we do is we... I mean, this guy doesn't have close counter, so... Although... Well... It's got range +1, but we can attack from 4 range with Yuri. So we can... If we want to give the kill to Yuri, we can, like... hit him with Seteth and then give the kill to Yuri. Seems... Oh. Well... Okay. Seteth hits too hard. Alright, well what if...
All in.
we do that? I mean... Sure, why not? But where do we want to heal from? So... Wow! Look at that range! Oh my gosh. Alright. We go down here with Byleth. The Wyvern comes after her. That's not necessarily a bad thing. What I'd like to do, ideally, with Linhardt is dance for Constance. So that Constance can kill Chillon here. I mean, Byleth could just come over here with the Sword of the Creator, kill the Wyvern, probably kill this enemy. That would all be fine. Stay out of range of this guy, probably. And also would not be in range of the reinforcement if it is coming in. I mean, Flame almost certainly can kill this thing with Excalibur or come close enough that we can finish, but the problem is that we're going to have like these two other enemies potentially both coming. I don't understand the AI behavior on this map at all. Like, I've had it where like these three are like they run back and then like all the enemies just run away from them. And like I said, I've also never seen these two even move. I've never seen this guy in this vicinity, period. Like, I just don't even know what's happening. But I think if I assume the worst case, there's no way, like, if this guy comes up here, that we can't, like, get away from him. Which means we need to be able to kill him. Like, this guy... 35 AS, 54 attack. If we were to heal Balthus, I assume he'd be able to survive that. Maybe that's not true, but if instead of the fetters, he's got the Saros shield equipped, that pretty much offsets. So you'd have 29, 54, 25 times 2. If he was at full health, he would survive it. So we could like use an elixir or something, I guess, or I don't know. But or we would put Catherine in front, and then she could take the hit. Like these two, she can screen him from like here. Yeah, that's probably what we would end up doing. This guy coming down too. Oh god, it's so annoying. Why? The point is, pulling this guy away seems pretty necessary anyway. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just go here with Byleth. I mean, maybe here is better. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could maybe believe that Titanus is that far forward. I don't want Byleth to take that attack if she doesn't have to. She'll be able to get to this guy next turn, probably regardless. So up here, Crater Sword, Evasion Ring. 39 to hit, 11 to hit. Does get hit twice, she dies, but she probably won't. Okay. Now what I want to think about is rescue Constance. Got 3 rescue charges. We can rescue somebody. I mean, we could also have her heal Yuri instead of Happy, but I don't know. I don't really see how that would be advantageous. We could rescue Hanneman. That might actually be the way to go. Like, rescuing one of these two down this way is not really going to do too much, because right now we don't really need firepower down there. Like, we will, when we go in here, need some firepower, but the snipers can attack from the sides anyway, so they don't really need to be down here. Sethith isn't really, like, the most useful thing Sethith can do about this thing is, like, being the one to open the door. And that is kind of also true for Happy, so it's like kind of whatever. I mean, Happy can do some chip damage to the Swordmasters, but I think rescuing Hanneman is probably the way to go. So she can rescue him right now. Screening to him to here actually gets him farther. The alternative is that we move him first, but I think I actually want him coming this way, not this way. So I think what we're gonna do is rescue him like that. Come down here. Unfortunately, Linhart is going to have to move backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is just enough. Just enough. More magic. Good, good. The door key. We got 3 of those. Okay. Where are we putting Happy? We want to make sure that she doesn't get hit by the Titanus, which we probably do because I don't think she survives it. She would survive it if she had 1 more HP, but I think this spot probably isn't necessarily safe. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It probably is safe, actually. I want to say it starts right here. Which, if I'm right about that, I mean, like, even this spot is safe. This spot should certainly be safe. How much farther over? How much does it matter if we get Happy, like, further over? Probably not too much. So... let's just put her next to Constance. The healing staff.
Unexpected.
It would be nice to trade him the Goddess Ring so that he could heal the rest of that HP, but yeah, whatever. I guess I don't mind giving setup the kill here. He fails to crit. It's all kind of whatever. We'd also give it to Hanneman, actually. That's an interesting idea. Sure. Do you have a knowledge gem equipped? No, you do not. Oh well. Oh, he's got a Goddess Ring, but he gets countered if he trades it to Yuri, unfortunately. So. Okay, and now that I've done that, I think I might trade... Shamir has a chest key so that we can open this chest, but she does have to get in range of these enemies in order to use it. It might make more sense to trade it to Seteth so that we don't have to bait this guy. Fighting that guy is pretty annoying. And what are we willing to give up? I guess we'll give you the crit ring for now.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Predictable. Watch and learn. Watch and learn.
No. Oh, okay, the reinforcement wasn't here, so it is another turn. It's gonna show up this turn, like, for sure. Okay. Ba-dum-bum-bum. So then, now the question is, are we in fact going to engage this guy? Shamir. So I need to... You survive. You do. Okay. 10% chance to get crit, but that's not so bad. Pretty sure Yuri does not survive. Hanneman is not going to attack here, except with Meteor, which I do not want to do. I could have Yuri swap with him, but probably better to just let Yuri attack and Hanneman heal Yuri. We put Shamir here, then the Titanus cannot attack somebody who's standing here. If we put her here, then she gets attacked by the Swordmaster, so that's no good. So let's go. Let's see. We're probably gonna end up using a Gambit on this guy next turn with Sedith, or maybe with Shamir actually, because she has this thing. Does have a pretty bad hit rate, but she has, like, the thing has no charm, so it'll be maxed out hit rate regardless. But it has the wide AoE is the point. Actually, I guess... Oh no, you have the support ones, and so do you. Yeah. But, I mean, I guess I can go ahead and have Sedith his chest. I want to get Sedith out of the way because obviously he can't counterattack, and also he's more likely to get crit. So yeah, I mean, Sedith will be able to probably attack from either side. So like maybe we want to attack from here and attack the lower left corners. That's like the one that's like the most likely to be out of the way for any given Gambit. And 23 AS, 13 AS. Yeah, you're gonna double. Not that it really matters too much, but okay, Yuri. It occurs to me that I don't think I actually mentioned when I was like showing stuff off before I started the chapter, like all of the units that I got that now have movement +1. It may have been obvious from the way I was moving them around. But like, Shamir has it, Hanneman has it, Balthus has it, and Happy has it. So if that wasn't obvious and you were confused, now you know. Anyway, I think we can Deadeye from here. Let's see, depending on where that guy attacks from, I'm not really sure which part Shamir is going to break. The hit rate's the same either way. I'm going to go with this one. It probably doesn't matter too much. We're going to bring Hanneman up and heal. Thank you. 3. Okay. Oh boy. We can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, we can potentially do what I was talking about and have only Catherine in range to get hit by this guy I don't know if this guy's gonna come up the stairs or not. How much can you do to this guy? You can one-round him if you hit. So I think there's two different options here. One is to get that double hit, which is not very likely. And the other is to like have Flame help kill this guy, and then like use Catherine to block this guy coming down. With Balthus behind him, out of range of the Swordmaster. I like the plan where the Swordmaster dies, though. I have to say, I do like that plan. So let's see if we can make it happen. So let's... If that works out, then we do not need to Canto afterwards. We can just go with the Saro Shield to... The Killer Knuckles enough damage? No, we'd be relying on a crit. Okay. Boy, that guy's only doing 10 times 2. Like, Balthus almost survives getting counterattacked. Let's see how this goes. Got him. Alright. Good job, Balthus. It might be insane to lure this guy with Catherine on, like, if I do, like, take this guy out, but... Oh, you know what? I don't know that Catherine's going to be able to take him out. That could be a problem. Right, we have that same issue where the guy has the battalion, and that means we're not doing enough damage. Yeah, that means we gotta hit, like, twice at, like, a 59. Or we gotta go for a 36... 79 hit, 36 crit Killer Lance thing. Okay, well... Brave Lance, Catherine has 32 AS, so does actually survive against this guy. Or, like, doesn't get doubled. If we go for the crit, we don't need Excalibur level damage. If we go for the Brave Lance, I believe we do. Yeah. So let's give ourselves the option that... I think the play here, statistically, is the Brave Lance. Not totally confident. It's like 36% if we assume it's 1 RN versus, yeah, something less than 36. So, oh my gosh, got him. Oh, we can't actually get into his range anyway. Okay, well, in that case, might as well put her... Although... I don't want this guy to come up the stairs. I really don't. But I wouldn't mind this guy coming over here at this point. If he does, if he full moves over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... then I'm gonna be somewhat sad about how I left Balthus back here and Flame. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Okay, so now I think, yeah, Constance is closer to S+ than Happy is to S. I guess I'd rather give the kill to Constance on this guy. And then, I mean, we'd certainly just... Okay, knowing what we know now... Well, there's no way to get Catherine into range of this guy anyway. Okay. Well, the point, like, being we could draw this guy off with Byleth. Guess I won't. Draw this guy off with Byleth. That might be a good idea. Because we're still gonna... Like, I still want to... I mean, we could open the door right now, right? But I need to get Linhardt over here, and I probably... So I was expecting these three to start making their way into the middle. So I was expecting to have a little bit more firepower, even if it was just for, like, shoving, rescuing, opening the door, as opposed to actual combat. But they're kind of getting boxed out by this thing. So another option is to have Byleth bait this guy up. That seems pretty reasonable to me. There's not a whole lot of value in... But if we're gonna do that, then we should have moved these three, like, to the stairs. So, okay, I guess we're gonna undo that. We're gonna have Balthus use the fetters.
Just a scratch.
Come over here. And then we're gonna have Flame, Excalibur. Over here.
I'll crush them all.
Catherine. Park right there. And then we're gonna have...
Sally forth.
So if I'm right about where that guy spawns in, which I think is like here, Thompson should be completely fine from this spot. Let's get him. Yeah. And Happy can probably heal somebody else.
Why not?
You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then get danced. Oh. Can't heal anybody else. Dang. Maybe I should have used Constance to rescue Linhardt first. Might have made more sense. Might have made more sense, huh? I mean... Who do we even want to heal? We could certainly heal Balthus. Nobody up here actually needs healing. It would just be Balthus. We can move all the way across to do that. We don't need to be danced. The only advantage to rescuing in that case is getting Linhardt further into the middle, which may not even be a good idea because I need him not to get attacked, probably. And he probably... I think he actually does survive, but barely. So I think I'm just gonna... like... wait with Happy like this. Dance. Just to get the XP on him, but otherwise... Alright, you've got the healing staff equipped, right? I think I just checked that.
I owe you one.
Alright, that should be a fine spot. Alright, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd have to be like spawning up here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And now, do we want to even try to deal damage to this guy? I don't... Like, because we're not gonna engage him that way. Like, I don't think so. I think we're just gonna go here and equip a lance and wait. There he is. That guy we might actually need to kill, unfortunately, since we don't have our units in the middle. We haven't opened the door yet. We're probably not going to be capable of
Predictable.
avoiding engaging him.
I'll grow as strong as I...
But that didn't break a barrier thing at all? No. Swordmaster. Guess I should have lured the Swordmaster. Maybe I can gambit him?
Guide me well.
Although he probably has a million charm. 30. Is that a... I mean... Huh. The problem is, I can't gambit him and this guy.
Think this through.
What do you have? Assembly? Yeah, she has the pole one. I mean, if I can break barrier, then Hunter's Volley might be able to kill the Swordmaster, I guess. Like, if I do Killer Bow, I'm closer in. 73 a crit. I mean, I don't think Yuri's gonna have as much crit, but... Oh, we don't have to do it with Yuri, because we can, yeah... We can... Yeah, we drag the guy up with Seth, and we clear a lane for Yuri. Yeah, I think this works. Do this. Drag the guy up. We have 2 left. We have Yuri and Hanneman finish the barrier, and then we have Shamir try to crit Swordmaster. I think that works.
Where the hell?
Don't think the set of support there is going to matter, but just in case. Yeah, so 1 crit will do it. 73 to crit. That's pretty likely. There we go. Good job, Shamir. Okay, now we do have to be cognizant of, like, next turn, when this guy still has, like, multiple levels of HP to go through and can, like, one-shot Hanneman and Yuri, unless Yuri gets his defense rallied. We have to be cognizant of that. We can, like, for now, bring them through, but we might want to be able to run them back across this thing so that they, like, it can't get to them. Seth, of course, is also, like, reasonably likely to get crit because he doesn't have too much luck. Shamir has a lot more. So, like, I mean, I could run Yuri all the way across here, right? But I'm not sure that that's a good idea. Hanneman's here. He's got 5 movement. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And still attack from 3 range with Thoron. In the meantime, Ragnarok is his most damaging spell. Like, it would be nice to knock the guy down to the next level right now. I don't know how likely that is while attacking into the barriers, though. It probably is pretty unlikely. We can do 20 damage there. actually doesn't double with Ragnarok. He doubles with Thoron. Sagittae does less. So he does 34. He doesn't have any crit rate, so he does 34 max damage. Which leaves him with 24. And then Yuri with the Brave Bow does 20. Hunter's Volley with a 1 crit also does 20, so that doesn't really help. That only does 14. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Neither of them have gambits that we can use either. Okay. Why the heck do I have Axebreaker on Yuri? He doesn't even have a sword in his inventory. I think what we're gonna do is just put them there and then plan for them to be able to run back around. I mean, it would be useful for Yuri to run across here, because at this point, like, then he can come down and shoot the enemies in the, like, so the enemies, let's see. Boss is here, Swordmaster here and here. There are mages here and here, which don't really matter, but I mean, you know, kills. And then there's like a mage here and a, I don't know, a warrior or something here. So, I mean, they can hit like 1, 2, 3, 4 from here with Hunter's Volley because it has a range +1. I don't think any of them are going to be able to get back over here because with like, given they don't have Kanto anyway, so that's probably not on the table. But that is the argument for moving through, and it's not going to be that hard to screen this guy off from that, I guess. The hard part is going to be screening in both directions. If we like, or we have to risk like a 20-something% crit rate against Sethith. Because if we, unless the guy doesn't go for Sethith because, you know, he has more HP in defense, which is possible. But if we screen against this direction, like Hanneman, I don't think, well, I guess we could move them both across, and then we don't need to screen this side, we only need to screen this side. And then like Shamir standing here is sufficient, potentially sufficient to block him out. Maybe that is the way to go. Okay, I can believe that. If that's the case, then I think what we want to do is put Hanneman here, go ahead and use Thoron on this spot. And then probably... Man, I wish you could do like a little bit more damage. 4 HP, come on. 1 crit here is not enough. Hunter's Volley doesn't add damage, it just adds crit chance. Deadeye crit would do it. Guess we could. How many attacks do we have left at this point? Probably very few. Probably very few. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's the thing to try. It's also possible that the correct thing to do is to actually have Yuri get that other kill and then have Shamir do this because she has the higher crit rate, but... yeah. Hmm. 7 charges left is a good number. Because the other problem with that is that Yuri wouldn't have moved as far. I think I'm just gonna
I'm in.
not waste a bunch of charges on that. And I don't know why I didn't just accept. I guess I want to have my killer bow available to do more combat arts with. Is the reason I wanted to rewind that, but maybe it wasn't even worth doing. Okay. Now we got this guy to deal with, and then we've got this guy. This guy we're just gonna run away from. We can, I mean, he's gonna come back down, but we can get across before he does, so it doesn't matter as much. I'm wondering, do we want to rescue Balthus or Catherine to potentially get the kill on this guy? I mean, neither is certainly an option, but... Happy, what's your... Okay, Group Lance. And then you've got Assault Troop. We can be in the center now. Like, it'll be another 3 turns. Well, let's see, it was this turn. This sort of is... Yeah, it'll be beginning of turn 10 when the next one shows up. So we can be in the center now. That's all fine at this point. I mean, it seems obvious that, like, you know, Constance sets up a kill. Right?
Why not?
We could try to do it with Happy, but it doesn't do so much damage. So probably better off having her use Group Lance on this guy. So that will do 1.5. If we also have Byleth come through and use Assault Troop, that will do another 1.5. So like, let's say we break this one and the half break this one. That doesn't really make sense. Break this one and half break this one, and then Byleth comes in and breaks these two, and then we have this one at full HP. That's kind of awkward. That is kind of awkward. I don't think we can improve on that. Like, unfortunately, we can't hit all 4 spots. No, we can. What am I talking about? We can hit... But then we'll still have 2 left, like, that are half broken instead of 1 that's full, which doesn't really help. Alternatively... Yeah, they don't have great battalions for this either. If we were to rescue one of them and then have them contribute that. I mean, if we put Byleth in here and do clear out with the rest of our units, then it's not gonna, like, be that big of a threat, but I would still rather stun it now rather than later if I can. I think it's not going to be able to attack Flame. Flame can rescue whichever one. From here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so either one of them can reach. So potentially... What if we use Constance? Constance to chip this guy, Happy to kill, Happy gets danced, Happy gambits, Byleth gambits, one of Balthus or Catherine gambits. That would seem reasonable to me.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, no way to, like, get Balthus just a little bit further forward so that he could kill this guy. Without just using the rescue, I mean. And I guess it's possible that Balthus one-rounds the guy if he can hit him, which he probably wouldn't be able to, but... 62 attack... That doesn't look... No, he's 10 damage short. I mean, what we could do is, like, hit him with Happy, rescue him, he punches the guy, but that seems less reliable than what I was talking about, so I think that's not the play. So then the question is, do we want to rescue Balthus, or do we want to rescue Catherine? I think... I mean, I think mostly I think it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack this guy. What do you have equipped right now? I don't really need the speed ring. Let's equip the magic staff. Not that we need that extra bit of damage, but... And... I guess leaving you there is... Well, you know, now that we did that much damage, now I'm reconsidering. Because if we rescue Catherine, she can get the kill on this guy, and then we can move Constance back up here to be closer to getting into here next turn. I think I prefer that. Okay, so let's do that. Let's rescue Catherine.
I'll crush them all.
Does Night Healer have a higher hit rate? It does. Okay, and we've got enough damage in the guy. Oh, come on, Catherine! Okay, let's not do that. Let's start with, let's see. Yours isn't gonna move the guy. Yours isn't gonna move the guy. It doesn't matter what the order is here.
What's my strategy? Why not?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Two damage. It's fine.
Remember the surface.
Go there. Now, Catherine,
Crush
try
them
again.
all.
There you go. Alright, you to have this equipped.
Always nice to be needed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna shove. Okay, got the Fetters of Drumming equipped. Shove Flame inwards. I guess to finish this guy off, we really want to dance for Happy
Appreciate it.
and have her group lance from below.
Was it?
I can help.
I'm not necessarily expecting that we're actually going to kill the guy next turn. But we'll see. Okay, so yeah, if we go in to the center this turn, and we don't necessarily have to. We could wait another turn. I don't think we need to. Not totally sure like how able we are going to be to clear the way here. But like really the only enemies we have to deal with are these two monsters. If we let's see. If we were to open the room, we could have Shamir and or Yuri attack actually from like here-ish down into the Swordmasters. That would be pretty good. Hanneman can meteor. Seth can like kill this stage of the thing. It would be his action. The other one could potentially kill the enemy over here if there's not enough for them to do, you know, in the center. They could also potentially finish off Tales if we need to. They can't. I don't. He has like extra range, and he has like a 3 range spell. I think it's like so. I think his total range is 4. So I think it's pretty hard for them to actually contribute to like chipping him down. But I think you know they might be able to get the finishing blow depending. Catherine has a door key. Cool. So she can open the door, and she's not really going to do anything else of note, most likely. So that would be fine. Balthus, you're not going to do anything else anyway. So, like, what about... You do have a 22% chance to get crit, which is not great. You go Killer Knuckles, you 3-hit KO, and you have a decent chance to crit before that happens. And then we could potentially trade the Fetters of Dromi off to somebody. I don't know if we're going to need them, but it might be nice to get them to Linhardt if we can do that. At the very least, I think this is a... I don't anticipate us wanting... Well... Which of these items does Catherine at least need? I mean, the thing about the door key is, like... Constance has, like, 3 of them, but... she's one space too far away for that trade to work. Actually, the other thing I should be considering is if I am going to try to kill this guy. Balthus might be better used on the next stage. Because, like, we could... Somebody like Happy could potentially... Well, not quite. Okay. Does bonus damage, but it doesn't seem to, like, be very much bonus damage. I don't really understand why. Does this work? All attacks effective. Like, does he really just... He, like, doesn't have that much res. Like, you would think that... I guess if it's only double damage, then that's not that big of a... But this... Like, 18, right? Like, I would think that... If you're doing 36 instead, like, you have 49 attack... plus 6, it's 55. It's just like 30 something. 32. Oh, I guess that is pretty well short. And not even the magic staff would make the difference. Okay. Dang. Well, the other option is this. Dang, she doesn't have enough either. Blech. I mean, I guess that shouldn't be surprising. And I doubt she survives a hit either. Yeah. It's unfortunate because she can't use both the Caduceus Staff and the Magic Staff at the same time. If she could, I think... Actually, I guess Cutting Gale would be one short, and she doesn't have 2 charges of Excalibur. Dang. Okay. I guess Catherine somehow does more damage. Oh, he's sword vulnerable. Well, killing these guys does seem generally more annoying than the alternative. I think I'm gonna go for the option of trade you the Fetters of Dromi in exchange for... Your Brave Sword is barely better than your Brave Lance, so I think we'll just say the Brave Sword. Like, at best. It's... The Brave Lance is definitely better in some situations. The Brave Sword is very slightly better in a narrow range of situations, so I think we'll trade for the Brave Sword. And... go... Balthus actually survives a crit now. So, I guess there's no reason to worry about it. We just use the Iron Gauntlets.
Doing.
Okay. I don't know what spot she's going to want to be in to get the fetters to anyone in particular, so that's going to be a potential cause for a rewind. But for now, we'll just open the door. Oh, right. Alright, let's just back up a spot. There we go. Now we can see the enemies. Okay, so... let's start off by looking at Hunter's Volley, Killer Bow. Ooh, that is... yeah. I mean, if we need, like, a little bit of extra damage... Of course, we got Hanneman here.
My turn.
The Hanneman can Meteor the guy in the middle, do a little bit of damage to Thales, do a bunch of damage to this guy, and a little bit of damage to this guy. Actually, more than a little. I think that's where we want to start. I mean, he'd like support for the attack, but... boom.
I suppose.
Now... Alright, let's... Maybe accuracy is more relevant now, so 160...
I'm in.
168. Alright, you can't get all the way around to this guy, but maybe you don't want to get countered anyway, so that's maybe fine. Hunter's Volley, Iron Bow... Yeah, I mean, that's probably our best bet, so let's try it. Double miss, alright. How many of these we have? 4? Okay. How does this look? I'm assuming it's going to be low enough that I don't want to re-risk that, but... well? Maybe not. 88? We do better. We'd attack this guy with Flame. That would definitely do the trick. Get magic! Come on! Yes. As well be in support range for attacks on that, guys, if that could somehow matter. Alright, try again, Yuri. Try... again. Oh, no missing. It was the first attack that missed too, so that's... I think I'm more willing...
Stay vigilant.
Well, let's try this one. Okay.
Growing strong.
Got him! Good job.
I could learn a thing or two.
Okay. Now... we can probably kill this guy with Constance. Yes. Move her. Let's see, Linhardt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna put her. Are we gonna want to attack either of these guys? I mean, probably not. I want her to be able to support in case I don't answer her. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, having Linhardt here with Nosferatu equipped would provide additional support. So actually, let's go here. Okay, so let's look at Byleth versus Thales here. We don't have the Thunderbrand. Okay, Thunderbrand, 13 might. Crater Sword, 15 might. So it's -2. So she'd be doing 24 times 4. So in theory, that should just kill. She might not have as good of a hit rate. But that means we've got like 3 charges left to fiddle with. So let's go ahead and have Sethith
Guide me well.
do this. And then Happy. Let's see, Constance. Oh, this guy's War Master. He's got 46 speed. Okay. Constance might be able to kill this Mortal Servant. 33 res. Or this guy. Alright, so Happy.
Why not?
How are you looking against this now? That's a kill. Okay. Well, we can give... What's the problem here? Can you kill with death? You can, but you have to... and Catherine's in the way. Okay, let's go ahead and dance with Linhardt for... Constance. And then we can put Happy in support range as well. Right. There. Okay, so Constance does kill. Does kill. Does it matter which one? Probably not. Probably the same level. But we'll say she kills this guy because it's more fun, I guess. Okay. That build should be the end of things. I mean, you can see that, like, when you have a bunch of units down here, like, yeah, clearing out this room and getting to Tales is not too bad. The problem is, like, when you know, if you try to do it in just a couple turns and you have nobody down here except the people you warped, then you don't, you know, like, how do you get through, right? Like, I was looking at the fact that, like, you know, Hanneman from, like, up here, Constance from, like, up here, whatever, could, you know, bolting and Meteor, but it wouldn't, like, I don't know, I could not figure out a way to get through enough of the enemies for that to be sufficient. Anyway, gotta get out ye old Thunderbrand, and let's also look and see. We have a Goddess Ring, but the Evasion Ring is going to be better at not getting crit, I guess. So, do we even die to... Oh, we definitely die to a crit. Okay. Well, whatever. Just don't get crit. Easy.
So you have shown yours. I will.
Yeah, see? Just dodge. Boom. Okay, strength and speed. I mean, you never get defense, and I guess I just have to accept that that's the case. God. Oh, that's a good looking level.
Still isn't good enough.
You're probably right that it isn't good enough, though. Alright, and there you have it. The longest chapter in quite some time, both in terms... Well, certainly in terms of turn count, maybe in terms of playtime. I guess I haven't actually paid that close attention, but I think so. It's probably the longest since Hunting by Daybreak. But I mean... Unlike that one, this one is more fun to play. And like I said, it was nice to actually use some of my units. I mean, even if their abilities are somewhat sketchy at this point, it's just, you know, it's cool to actually use them and do more than just, like, warp in and kill the boss. I mean, warping in and killing the boss is fun, too, if it's, you know, if it's interesting, but, you know, you want to mix it up. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. Next up is the end. We will be taking on Rhea for some reason. I don't know. I guess... actually, maybe I should take a look at the story stuff for this, because it is possible that some amount of the explanation for what is going to happen will come up here. And I don't actually know, like, what the story is for the last chapter. I just know that you fight Rhea, so... Let's see. Well, not this part. We don't need to deal with Tales, or the missiles, or whatever. But let's see if we get any indication.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Verdant Rain Moon. Following a Dream. The ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered with Shambhala's destruction. But in the process, Rhea is grievously injured. What fate awaits her, and who will bear the weight of Fodlan on their shoulders?
I guess that's probably different from what he says in Verdant Wind. I mean, not the injury part, but the who will bear the fate of Fodlan. Because it's probably like, and something nemesis. It will be kind of funny if it's like, oh no!
Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
If it's like, oh no, Rhea's gone berserk. But, you know, we don't have to deal with it for a couple of weeks. Why don't you go, like, you know, fish in the monastery or whatever?
She needs help. Hurry.
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
"5 years ago, when this place fell, an enormous white creature appeared on the battlefield. It was the Immaculate One, Rhea."
Surely that's not supposed to be a surprise at this point.
What? You already knew
Oh,
her
okay.
true identity? I see. In the past, the children of the goddess were all able to change their appearance, just like the Immaculate One. I lost that power long ago, but it seems Rhea has not.
Oh. Well, that I didn't actually know that he had lost the ability. That explains why he has to settle for riding on dragons instead of being one.
Is it not obvious? Flayn and I both are.
Yeah, it's obvious.
We have protected Garreg Mach and all of Fodlan for a very long time. But now, the light of Rhea's life is on the verge of disappearing from this world. It is flickering. I do not know if she can be saved. Even if she is, I wonder if she will remain unchanged.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Professor, are you able to carry on Rhea's work? As the protector of Fodlan, and as leader of the people who live here. You must defend the people, guide them and teach them, join their hearts and spread peace across the whole of the land.
It is not as though you must become the Archbishop, but Fodlan needs...
Isn't that exactly what's going to happen, though?
It is up to you to govern this war-torn land. You need not reply right this moment. We will strive to heal Rhea as best we can.
Perhaps it would help to seek counsel from our friends at the monastery about this matter.
I would think that Seteth is more qualified, you know, in terms of, like, knowing how to deal with stuff. Like, I guess Violet is better at hitting things with a sword, but I mean, other than that, you know, diplomacy or, like, logistics or strategy or, like, economics, like, I don't know, whatever the Archbishop has to deal with, I would think Seteth would be more qualified.
I agree. When your mind is made up, please speak with me. I would ask that you give me your decision in the presence of Rhea herself.
But, you know, God forbid that the player character isn't the most important thing in the world, in all respects. Okay, so I guess what's going to happen is we're going to go talk to Rhea at the end of the month, and then she's going to go, "Roar!" So I will probably put that on screen, but for now, that will actually end the episode, unlike when I said before that it would end the episode. We are actually done. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for the final chapter. Until then.